Alright guys, this one's called Papa Pepper, not quite as generous as you would think. One thing that's happened during my time on Steemit is I've given away a lot of stuff, a lot of crypto, a lot of gifts, t-shirts, the Steam Silver rounds, all sorts of stuff. And one thing I also did is a lot of seeds and some plants. Well, one interesting thing is there's certain people that I've sent plants to. And one thing I would do with the mulberries, for instance, is I would trim off the tops, because then they'd be about this long. They'd have the roots, they'd have the stem, they'd be able to grow for them the next year. But when I would trim off the tops, I put the tops in a bucket like this. And now they're all budding up. So not all of them took, but a lot of the plants that I gave away, technically, I still have. Now mulberries are one of the easier ones where if you just cut them off, much like a fig, much like a grape, much like a gooseberry, much like a lot of other things, you can actually just stick them down into the soil and there's a good chance they're just going to root. And that's exactly what happened here. Not sure if you can see. Yeah, see that? So this is a plant I gave away. Quote unquote gave away, but because of plant propagation, I still have the plant. And then same thing with those buckets I showed you there. So again, it's just one interesting thing where if you're thinking, and if you have a few simple skills, you understand a few simple things, you can be very generous, like giving away free plants that are going to make food for people. And yet, when you give them away, you don't really have to lose anything. So as I move forward, I'm going to get some of these growing on my land. I'm going to be pruning them to keep them kind of small. Some of them will kind of be like a lollipop where they come up and then they ball out somewhere you can just walk up and pick. If you let them go, they'll turn into a big giant tree. You can also do that. I may do that for some of the more natural areas, but for my kind of manicured, sculpted garden, I'm gonna keep these things pruned. And every time I snip them off, that's gonna be a potential for a new life to start, a new tree to be had. So, I don't know. I just thought it was really cool seeing this come back. I mean, these are ones I sent out last year. I come back, they made it through the winter, and now they're growing again, which means they definitely rooted, they're good to go. I think we got some roots popping out the bottom there, so. All right, pop out.